Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're checking out a new line from Bandai. This is their 30-minute missions line, and this is the Alto yellow version, which I guess is number 2 in the line, but I think the first 3 are all just different color versions of the Alto. There's the white, which I think is probably number 1. There's the yellow one, and then there's a blue one, and as far as I know, there's nothing different in terms of the actual parts, it's just color differences. So this is a new line, and these are meant to be in 1/44 scale, so it's basically just like a high-grade Gunpla, but it's just not from anything Gundam, it's just kind of their own creation. But you can definitely see the Gunpla influences. Obviously there's this, and there's another version that's coming out later. So this is like kind of like the GM version. The other one that's coming out later is a little bit more Zaku inspired. I'm not sure if I'll really check that one out. Honestly, not really too into the look of these. This one has a kind of cool, very utilitarian look to it. But overall, the line in general, especially when you get into some of the option part sets and things for it, looks a little bit too kind of toy-like for me, much more so than obviously the rest of the toys that I review here on this channel. But it just kind of reminds me of like Bionicle or something like that, some Lego thing or something that just is not really all that interesting for me. But this one, I'm gonna give it a try. I think I can maybe do something cool with this and make it look pretty cool. The reason why I got the yellow version, actually I think the white one is the best looking one, but I just figure yellow would show up better on camera. You guys be able to see the detail a little better. I know anytime I show white, it's easy for white to be blown out on camera, so it's not always the easiest color to see. Anyway, let's get into the unboxing here. So it's just a cool box right here on the front, very simple, but you get a good sense of that there. You can sort of see an action scene in the back with a team of them, and you can also see some other different weapons available in the other different weapons set, option set for this. As always, guys, a huge thank you to SA Gundam Store for making this possible. Check out the link to their site down below and use that coupon code, there's ZakuAurelius10, and save yourself 10% off everything on their site there, including this, of course. But these kits actually are pretty cheap. I think this retails for something around 1,400 yen, 1,300 yen, something like that. So should be like around 15 bucks. Basically very similar to like an Iron-Blooded Orphans HG kit, something like that, which I'm assuming it's going to be very similar to that in terms of its construction. But actually, if we go around here onto the bottom of the box, you can see it's actually going to be very similar as well to the HG Leo. So the way the runners are broken up, they're broken up into sections, so like all the arm parts will be here, all the waist parts will be here, all the leg parts will be here. So that's how the runners are broken up like that. Honestly, it's not that really, it's not like it's like that much easier to build the kit because of the way that's broken up. It's cool they did that, but honestly I don't think it really has that much of an effect on your experience building the kit. I mean, you still have to refer to the instructions possibly for putting it together or whatever. I'm sure after you built a couple, maybe not so much. But anyway, here's just showing a tiny little picture there, front and back, what the kit looks like completely unpainted there. It's kind of really hard to tell, but it's of course going to be pretty nicely color separated. It's mostly just gray, brown, and yellow. I think that's pretty much going to be it anyway, and there's maybe a couple clear part there for the visor, I think, showing a couple of action poses here on the side. I think it does come with this extra little tank thing. What is that actually really meant to be? Yeah, so it said it has the submachine gun and knuckles. That's the other kind of weapon here you can see over on the side. And then it has the Roy support mecha as well. So I'm not really sure exactly what that's supposed to do. But again, kind of similar to the Iron-Blooded Orphans option sets that all came with the extra little like tank in there. This one has something. And I guess the Roy can replace the head. So it also says to try attaching onto the hips and other sections, so I guess you can just like also attach that around to different places on the mech. And again, you can see the different customized options using some of the different option sets available for this. Going around to the other side, here's a advertisement for some of the option sets, it looks like. So there's like the shield bit, there's rifle parts, other parts that attach onto the chest, head, and shoulders. But again, just not really too into the look of that stuff, to be honest. Color coordinate there's the Alto yellow and the Alto white. You can mix and match parts to make some different color schemes without having to do any painting. That's convenient, I guess. No list price, but again, like I said, it's around 1,200 to 1,400 yen, something like that. So a little bit on the high end for like an Iron-Blooded Orphans kit, but still, based on what we got in here, it seems about right. So I think it'll be pretty cool. Looks like we've got some stickers in here as well. And there's just our 1 runner, 2 runner, 3 runners, and some polycaps. So of course going to be very simple. As you can see, it's a very thin box here. The manual is a little bit different. So here we've got basically a colorized version of this image that we saw on the front of the box, which is just kind of like the background image there, but here you got the color version of that, so that's pretty cool. You can see some of the other stuff that's being used on there. Again, it's just talking about customizing it using different parts. And down here you can see the other ones in the line. Say the white one was number 1, yellow 2, and the blue one is 3. And then showing some of the option sets here. Number 1 and 2 are just 2 different color versions of some different armor sets. 3 and 4 are some different versions of another armor set. I think that's like the sniper set or something like that. It comes with parts for like a long rifle. And then there's a weapons set 1, which has some pretty cool parts in that. Honestly, I thought about picking up that one as well. There's some pretty cool weapon sets in that, but I know, at least for the purposes of me kind of customizing mine, I've got plenty of other like HG weapons and things that I can use for that, so I didn't really feel like I needed to any more option weapons to make something cool out of this. So just be aware that there's a good amount of those already available in the line, and sure, there's going to be more on the way. Here you can see about the construction. It's kind of broken down here, and yeah, it does look very, very similar to the Leo. Basically exactly the same as how the Leo went together for the most part. So if you're familiar with that kit, then this kit should be very easy to put together. Here is the parts list there, and you can see all of that. And it looks like no stickers, anything for this kit. It's all going to be completely represented here. And we've got full color in the manual as well, which is pretty cool. So just showing you how to put together the different sections. Very detailed here, showing you like where the parts are on the runners as well. But the construction itself, very simple. So this should take no time at all to get this kit put together. Should be pretty simple and easy. So it just goes all through that, and there's about the Roy and the weapons, and replacing the head with the Roy and mounting the weapons around on the kit. And then I think over here it's just talking about customizing using the different hard points around there on the kit, and you can put some of those option parts on there like so. Alright, so let's get a look at the runners. Alright, so once again here is a look at that sticker sheet. Basically it's just a set of numbers 0 through 9 in small, medium, and large size, and those are available in black and white on here. Then we got PC7 for a set of polycap ball joints here in gray. And then for the A runner here, we've got 3 different colors, a bunch of yellow all through the center part, and then up at the top, the bottom, and the side there's some parts in tan, and then 1 part in clear red there for the visor. The marking on this runner is 30 30-minute mission Alto for this. This is just going to be all parts here for the Alto, but you can see how the different sections can be separated to make different custom versions, or basically just swapping for different colors and things like that. And then runner B here, again like the Leo, is in this brownish color for the joint parts and hand parts and things like that. This runner is just marked 30-minute missions frame. This is just going to be the generic frame, I guess, that they're going to be using for maybe all of the kits in the line, I suppose. And then runner C is a few more parts here in gray. They seem to be basically just parts for the weapons and the backpack. This runner is also marked specifically for the Alto. So that is it for the unboxing, guys. Like I said, this kit shouldn't take any time at all to get it put together. But I think there are definitely some cool options for customizing this, and I think that is obviously seems to be the theme for this line, is that it's meant to be very customizable. I think that's what Bandai has been going for with some stuff in the past, especially with the Armed Blood Orphans line, making a lot of stuff kind of universal, but they wanted to push it even farther in making it very easy to customize with this line as well. So it should be pretty cool. If you guys have any other questions or comments about this, feel free to leave those down below. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.